Hey, I'm Warren Sprouse. It's the Bible Forum. You are with us here July 2nd, 2017. You've heard about fake news? Everybody's heard about fake news. We just hear about it every day, don't we? At least since Donald Trump started running for president. But now we got a name for it. Fake news. All you have to do is pick a scandal, so-called, that's related to the Trump election committee or the Trump himself, and you are looking or reading a report by an organization called Fusion GPS. Fusion GPS is a far-left political disinformation service that has thus far refused to answer questions from the legislature. They claim attorney-client privilege, and in this way they have steadfastly refused requests by Senator Grassley's Judiciary Committee. He has asked now that the Justice Department investigate these people, but so far that has not happened. What did they do? What do they do? Well, these are the people who prepare the reports for other people and groups who are opposed to Donald Trump. You've heard about his connection with Russia. Reports that have proven to be totally false. Well, Fusion GPS. This is a firm founded by former Wall Street journalist Glenn Simpson. The firm provided research against Mitt Romney in 2012. It has also been hired by Planned Parenthood to spread disinformation about the undercover videos that purported to show the selling of body parts. It has also been linked to foreign clients, including the Maduro regime in Venezuela. It was this firm reportedly hired by a Republican opposed to Trump to do opposition research in early 2016. That document, the result of the research, is reported to have been shared with former CIA Director John Brennan and consequently marked top secret. Brennan is said to have shared it with the Obama White House and other senior Obama staffers. CNN eventually published part of it in January 2017. The reporting was so poor that even Chuck Todd of MSNBC refused to use it, calling it fake news. This is what passes for journalism in the age of fake news. Who falls for this stuff? Well, the vast majority of Americans who are just not paying attention. Why? Well, because life's too short to get involved in politics. Because what's happening in the world of politics is not what's really important. Because I'm too busy partying to care. Because I'm young and all this stuff has yet to impact my life. The answers, the excuses are many and varied. They are as varied as the people who offer them. But what's our excuse? Well, it's not really an excuse. What we're saying is really, what can I do? I'm not going to run for office. I'm not going to man the battlements against the outrage. What can I do? How do President Trump's tweets impact my life? Truth? They don't. Nobody's tweets do. They're just tweets. They're just stuff that rolls out of people, usually when they're not thinking and they're upset about something. Big deal. Now, most of you probably don't even know what I'm talking about. But how do I influence Congress? Well, I can call my representative, I can write, I can vote. And, well, that's about it. And then they go and do what they feel is right. And some feather their nest at my expense. Others further their party's goals. Why is it no Democrat is voting for any of this stuff about the health care? Because they've been told not to. I am convinced there are Democrats who would vote. They can't do that. If they do, they run risks within their party that they're not willing to run. Many of these people are doing what they do to actually help American citizens in some way. That's what they believe. But the whole issue here of fake news has taken on a life of itself. It's its own rallying cry. The conservatives decry it, the liberals push it. But the political process, as one man wisely said, is like making sausage. You don't really want to know. Watching these people on a daily basis will give you a headache, or maybe worse. To keep yourself balanced and calm, you need to watch what happens over years worth of time, or over the spread of a legislative term. Did your representative, the person that you voted for, Senate, House, or whatever, represent your values? And you say, well, I don't really know. Then why are you voting for them? If they don't represent you, you vote no. If they do represent your values, not perfectly, you're the only perfect one when it comes to your values, but they generally are on your side of the issue, then you vote to keep them in. And then watch them like a hawk. In Congress, time in grade can be its own enemy. The longer they're there, it seems the worse things happen or get. Now, this whole issue of fake news is an issue of distraction. Don't watch my hand. Watch this while I do that. Immoral men and women, people who traffic in lies and half-truths, are out to create enough havoc to cover their own tracks in one hand and to discredit the opposing party on the other side. And they do all that for what? To get elected the next time around. Because if you're not in it, you can't affect it. And there's a lot of money, plenty to go around to pay for it all, whatever it is. We, ordinary citizens of this great nation, we who perhaps may also be citizens of heaven, this is not our home. We're just passing through. We have a God-given responsibility to be wise in the way we live our life. To not get caught up in these silly details or the minor issues or the entanglements. You know the broadcasters and the politicians that appear to be trustworthy. Don't trust them either. Not blindly. And always pray. Pray for your country. Pray for your community. Pray for your church, for your pastor, for your family. God is not dead. And He is not yet finished with this world. The issues are much larger than the politics in this one country. We're going to look at some of this a little bit later on in the show. But chew on what I've told you. Think about it.